Most AI side hustles videos have one big problem. They give you 10 ideas, but almost no proof that a Kenyan can actually get paid. So in this video, I used a stricter test. I wanted a current demand, a realistic way to do the work from Kenya, and a payment route I could actually verify. So Upwork's 2026 skills report says AI video generation and editing grew by 329% year over year. AI integration grew by around 178%, and data annotation and labeling grew by 154%. Upwork also officially supports M-Pesa withdrawals for freelancers in Kenya, and Outlier currently has a Kiswahili AI training opportunity, advertising up to $12.50 an hour, paid weekly through PayPal or ATM. These are 4 routes I can actually defend, and the one I would choose long term is not the easiest one. One clarification: only these 4 does not mean every other AI hustle is fake. It means these are 4 I can verify strongly enough today without pretending the money is guaranteed, because AI does not create income by itself. Get this, somebody still has to pay for an outcome. So I'm ranking them by demand: Kenya payment access, difficulty to start, and how defensive the skill is becoming. Number 4 is AI assisted digital products. You see, you use AI to speed up research, outlining, editing, design, or packaging, and then sell something useful like a template, guide, mini course, or business toolkit. Now, for Kenya, Seller currently supports M-Pesa at checkout, and its help center says Kenyan shilling sales becomes available for payout after 4 days. But this is the hustle people misunderstood the most. AI can help you make an ebook quickly. It can do that, but it cannot make people care about it. So do not start by creating the product. Start by validating the problem. How do you do that? Ask people in the exact market what they struggle with, test the idea in a relevant group, or pre-sell a small version. Then use AI to accelerate work you already understand, not to invent expertise you do not have. Now, let me give you an example. If you already understand CV writing, bookkeeping, social media planning, or a specific school subject, AI can help you turn that knowledge into something cleaner and easier to sell. Now, the downside is distribution. Seller can process the payment. It cannot magically give you buyers. So I like this if you already have useful knowledge, an audience, or access to a specific community. Otherwise, I would not make it my first AI hustle. And number 3 is much more direct, getting paid to help train AI. You see, Outlier currently lists a Kiswahili AI training opportunity where the work includes comparing AI answers, checking factual accuracy, writing prompts, and evaluating Kiswahili text. The listing advertises core projects pay up to $12.50 per hour, but that is maximum, not a guaranteed rate, and lower rates can apply to some non-core work. At today's RAV exchange rate, that top advertised figure is around 1,600 Kenya shillings an hour before fees and conversion cost. The rate will obviously move, so don't build your budget around that exact shilling figure. Now, payment is weekly through PayPal or ATM, and in Kenya, Safaricom still actually supports transferring PayPal funds to M-Pesa. Its current FAQ says a fee of around 3% applies on daily foreign exchange. The action here is very simple. Don't search for easy AI jobs. Search for roles matching something you can actually prove. It can be Kiswahili, writing, coding, mathematics, or another subject area. Now, the downside is qualification and project availability, and I would treat this as a flexible income, not salary. Number 2 is AI creative production, especially video and image work. Now, this one has strong marketplace evidence. Upwork's 2026 report found AI video generation and editing grew by 329% year over year, while AI image generation and editing grew by 95%. And importantly, the research was based on contracted jobs and freelancer earnings rather than just people searching for those terms. So the opportunity is not, I know how to prompt an AI image generator. The opportunity is delivering a creative result somebody already wants. Could be short video ads, product visuals, YouTube assets, social clips, image editing. That is what the client wants to buy. Now, if I was starting from zero, I would choose one deliverable and make 3 strong samples, not 20. 3. Then I would open Upwork and study 10 real jobs around that service. Look at what our clients actually asking for: speed, ad, creatives, editing, product images, consistency. Then you build your profile around the outcome that keeps appearing. And when you eventually get paid, Kenyan freelancers can add M-Pesa directly as an Upwork withdrawal method. But here is a warning. Upwork's July 2026 workforce research found that lower complexity AI execution work is growing while the earnings are under pressure, while more complex AI augmented professional work is gaining value, which makes sense. You see, if your entire service is I can generate an AI image, you are easy to replace. The stronger position is human plus AI, test, editing, brand alignment, storytelling, and a finished result. That is why this is number 2. Number 1 is AI automation and integration for businesses. This is where the market gets more interesting. Now, Upwork's June 2026 hiring report says AI apps and integration was its strongest overall growth category that month, rising 34% from May and 33% compared with previous year. Its broader 2026 skills report also found AI integration growing by 178% year over year. The reason I rank this first is simple. Businesses are moving from playing with AI to making it useful. A business do not care that 10 AI tools. It cares whether you can reduce repetitive admin, qualify leads faster, organize customer inquiries, draft reports, or connect AI into a workflow that already exists. That is a much better service to sell because you're closer to time, money, and operations. But do not start by promising some AI agent that runs the whole company. Start with one boring workflow. Map the steps manually, then build a small automation. Test it. Then show a clear before and after. Your first portfolio project can even be hypothetical as long as you label it honestly. For example, here is how I would automate inquiry sorting for a small real estate agency. Now, the downside is that this has the highest learning barrier on the list. You need to understand workflows, automation tools, testing, and what happens when the system breaks. But that barrier is also why I prefer. You see, easy skills attract fast competition. Useful systems are harder to replace. So, here is the ranking. If you already have knowledge and an audience, AI-assisted digital products make sense. If you have strong language or subject expertise and want flexible task-based work, look at AI training and evaluation. Now, if you are creative, AI video and image services have proven marketplace demand, but sell finished outcomes, not prompts. And if I were choosing one skill to build for the next 5 years, I would choose AI automation and integration. No, that is the answer to the question I left open at the beginning. Not because, automation is easy. It isn't. I choose it because the evidence is pointing toward businesses paying people who can make AI useful inside real workflows. Upwork's latest marketplace research is explicitly showing stronger demand around implementation and more complex AI augmented work. And that is the bigger lesson. Do not ask, how can I make money with AI? This is what you should ask instead. What problem can I solve faster or better because I know how to use AI? Now, the question takes you away from hype and much closer to somebody actually paying you. Do this. Pick one route, build one proof of work sample this week, then test it against the market before buying another course or learning another tool. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.